You are here at the Gator Mile in Delaware. In the booth with me tonight, I have Piccola Gator. He will be co-commentating. Say hi.
Hi.
Dang it. In the in-race reporter, we're going to have Robbie Racing, the other driver of the Double Zero on the custom side. Say hi.
Hello.
All right, good talk, guys. Right, so we're getting ready for round 3 of the custom truck series here on NASCAR Heat 5. This is night 2 of the custom side. Of course, we have a group that runs on Wednesday, and then this group runs on Thursday. And, right, so last night, Piccolo, you tried something a little different. You did that whole fuel-saving thing. How'd that pan out for you?
Uh, Pretty good. I think I was going to get about 10th place, and I finished second, so I think it was worth it.
So you didn't
I
win.
expect to see a little bit of fuel saving going on here tonight.
I would like to say that you're wrong, but I expect a lot of people to be on the fuel saving thing. You did prove that you could have won that. There was a little incident on track that cost you the couple seconds that you needed to win, but I definitely, you kind of set a precedent. We've seen that the last couple weeks when the sliders and the customs were on the same track throughout the week. Night 1 of the sliders, if somebody did something that really worked out for them, you kind of seen the rest of the drivers the whole rest of the week kind of use that strategy, and so you setting the precedent of fuel saving. I can't imagine that any driver out there tries not to do the fuel save, but that's stage 3, right? Stage 1 and stage 2, you're going to have a different gear running as fast as you can. So
Yep.
track position, I think it's key. We seen last night actually with you took out the whole field in stage 1, really separated it and changed out the complexion of the race.
Yeah, that's a good strategy. If you can take the rest of the field out, they have a hard time catching up to you.
It's a bold move, Cotton, but I like it. And that is actually why this is now the Gator Mile, not the Monster Mile, because no monster out there is going to take everyone out, but there would be a Gator on Wednesdays that took everyone out.
Man.
I
Let's see
like
if
it.
somebody can beat my record. Well, we don't have as many cars on the track tonight, or trucks, so I guess that probably won't happen.
Yeah, we're going to have 15 trucks on track. On the pole, we have the Bear. You should be able to see that on your screen, except I don't have it there. But you can see who starts last. Fan favorite, Travis Tyson. He qualified, won the qualifying race, so he has won something here at GC Sports. Unfortunately, it didn't mean anything. So he backed out, and he's going to start 15th. That's for the fan favorite. For the not American driver, Robbie Racing, he's sitting in 8th, and Denkate has a plan, and he starts 14th, so right in front of Travis Tyson. I can only imagine that plan would be to gator it and take out the whole field. Otherwise, do we really expect the top 10 out of him either? Right, so getting ready to go green here. 15 drivers, 200 laps of Dover. This is going to be a long one, but the lap times are within 30 seconds, so about an hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes this race should take. Going to be getting out of this lobby here soon, so it can get going. Hey Gator, when you get in there, can you send Puddin a couple invites?
Yep. Sounds good.
And Robbie, just let me know when we can join.
Okay, we're on the loading screen now.
So we can join. Roger that. And join him. Right, so entering this race, Robbie, who's your truck to watch?
I'd say Mike or the Bear. I don't think they're going to win it tonight.
Wow, what a confident driver you are, not even picking yourself. Right, over to you, Piccola. Who you got?
I got Robbie and Country Caliber. I'll go with Country. See if he can keep the top 5 streak going.
I think I'm going to put $1 on Denkate and $2 on Travis Tyson, but really, I'm going to bet probably 50, 60 bucks on, well, I'm going to go with the JCR guy. Greg the Best, he's running, that's clashing. He's running up top in the Pro League qualifier. I'm seeing a lot of lag. Are you seeing this?
I haven't loaded it. I'm still putting invites. Be there just a second.
Robbie, is it lagging on your screen?
No.
Okay, hopefully this corrects. If it does not, I'll be backing out and try to join back in, but it looks like it's simmering down here. The Bear out front, the 40, followed by the 16. Man, I really am having a hard time with this lag on the stream. Is yours lagging, Piccolo?
I'm still loading in, but I see it on the broadcast. It's all over the place.
Yeah. It's bad. Who's in the 16? Mike RPM in the 16. So, Robbie, he picked Mike RPM, and he picked the Bear, and they're sitting 1 and 2.
It's not lagging for me.
Alright, I'm going to disconnect and come back in real quick. Sorry about that, guys. Nuka said it's happening for him, too. Okay, so Nuka joined in, and he got an invite to be able to watch, and he said the same lag issues happening to him. Sorry about this, guys. Also, I'm going to shut my notifications off real quick, because I'm sure you've seen that little black box, so when I blue screen, I'll do both at once.
Got single file racing up front.
They can't hear you right now. Whenever I'm blue screen, they can't hear you. I didn't know if you knew that or not.
I hear you. You're not missing much.
Cool. Let's see if this works out a little bit better. That 13 truck of DK Brown, I'm off blue screen by the way. The 13 truck of DK Brown, currently that is the truck that has been dominating the truck series this season. It has 3 wins, that truck does. DK Brown still yet to get one. Could tonight be the night for that ugly 13 truck?
Come on now.
You
Best
have
truck in the game.
You have 2 of those 3 wins.
DK will get one for us tonight.
I think Thursday's the only night that the 13 hasn't won. You have a custom win too, yeah?
Yep.
And then you have a slider win. And then the Evo has a win on...
Or,
Yeah, you have one of
I
each.
have a custom win.
Yeah, you have one of each. It's facts. Alright, so we got the Bear. There's DK Brown. He's in the 13. Gonna give you a little driver feedback so you can see who's who. JCR Greg the Best. That's the 51 truck. Mike RPM sitting there in... what's that? Second in the 16 truck. Sludge is sitting in, looks like 6th place right now in the 21 truck. DB the Best. This is his first race here at the GC Sports. Just joined Tuesday night, and he's running in the top 5 in his opening or debut race here in that 22 truck. Country Caliber, last week's winner in the 98. 00 Robbie Racing. He's our Australian European. Sammy Lunatic, our only female in GC Sports in the 10. Mo Power D. Smith in the 38. Portal Guy in the 26. Bad Fast Marley, one of the front row racing drivers, sitting there in the 17. Moore, also his first race tonight, but he's been with the league the whole time, just his first race being able to make it in the 4 truck. Denkate, he's got a plan, he said, in that 3. See how it works out. And Travis Tyson rounds out the field. Actually, he's ahead of Denkate, so he is beating someone, that 02 truck. Not going to keep it on him too much, because we all know what happens when I watch him by himself. Butters out there on YouTube, thanks for tuning in.
Glad to see you, Butters. Nuka, glad to see Nuka.
Yep. Nuka always tunes in here on the broadcast. Gotta love it. Even when he's racing, he does that whole Brad Keselowski texting and driving type deal.
How does he do it?
Nuka Bob said D. Smith is his pick. Might be an overlooked guy with some of the big names in this race. You know, D. Smith's been running good. I was in the booth one week, I believe opening week with NRG, and D. Smith was our in-race reporter, but he was kind of on mute, and NRG was trying to help him and be a spotter, and to the point where D decided to do everything that NRG told him to do. D. Smith did the opposite, and then D. Smith ended up with a top 5, so it was pretty good.
Hey man, if it works, it works.
The top 2 starting to get a little bit of gap. That's the Bear and Mike RPM. We haven't seen these 2 on track since Talladega, the opening race. We all know last week was the showdown race at Texas. Right? Yeah. And so they weren't there for that race, but they did receive the points. Ooh, it looked like the 22 truck.
Or the Best?
They're going to go back there. I believe the 22 truck was the one that got loose there. Yeah, the best. Sludge now gets loose, and the best is going to go for the move on the outside, 21 versus 22. And look, there's an orange 00 right behind him. This is the battle for 5th that you're seeing between the 22, the 21, and the 00. Pretty good battle.
A battle for the lead there. Yeah, 16 to the lead.
Yeah, of course that would happen.
RPM, right?
Yeah, the 2 seconds that I'm not on the leaders, the pass for the lead happens.
Right.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I think, you know, for a lot of these guys, not everybody here really drives trucks. I know, like, Moore, he's a truck guy, been racing custom trucks for a little bit, but for the most part, and this is what I like about this, right? So you have a lot of drivers that are top cup drivers, you know, in a lot of different leagues. They race the top series, you know, being the cup guys, and now we're asking them, hey, I know the game's been out for a year, but most of these guys still didn't have a truck setup, so they've had to, you know, maybe put their cup setup in as a base and adjust accordingly, you know, and so it's really cool. It's kind of a level playing field. But these guys up front, looks like the 51 of the JCR guy, he's gaining quickly on these two as he's right there behind the bear now.
Yeah, as even as a playing field as it is, you still see the best of the best riding to the front.
Well, I mean, I'm not out there. And I never got to the front.
We got Trav, you know.
Oh,
he's got to get up front.
The best of the best, plus Den Kate and Travis Tyson.
They're just waiting for stage 3, man.
Yeah, we got 13 really fast drivers out there on the track, and then we got the 3 and the 02.
Jeez.
I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. Travis, he's a good sport, man. He laughing about how we kind of picked on him a little bit last week. He was laughing and joking, and he has high hopes for this race, so we'll see how that works out. I'm seeing still the 51 I'm seeing lag out of, but nobody else up front.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah, it was a real bad spike, but it looks to be cleared up right now. Gonna scroll through the field, see if we can find a little bit of racing. The 22 of the best has been passed by that 00, so that should be 6th place. Looks like the 21's going to try, yeah, for 4th place now. He's looking to the inside of that 13 truck of DK Brown.
Probably going to be able to get in there.
Uh-uh.
Shuts the door.
Yeah, seen it happen live. Right here on your screen, the 13 cut. Ooh, 13 makes a little contact with the 21, trying to get back into, that is 4th place, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the top 3 are starting to run away with it here.
No, they're driving away. You don't run. It's racing. All right. So you think any of these guys are saving fuel yet, Picola?
No, there's no need to save, I don't believe, in stage 1 or 2. Unless you can run 45 laps, which I don't know how that would be possible, and still keep a good pace. So I think you're going all out here and you're taking 4 tires.
Butters out there said Trav's best of the lousy and lousy of the best. I like it.
I like it. Jeez.
Back here, got Country Caliber and D. Smith kind of just biding their time. Let's be honest, right? So the top 10 get stage points. There's only 15 drivers out there. You can run a mediocre pace here and still be able to have a decent points night. Especially if you're one of the drivers like Country Caliber. Won last week. He had an amazing points week last week. He got some drivers showing up that need to make up the deficit, you know. And just ride, collect your points, and get through here. Stage 3 is all that matters. You just got to keep your nose clean and not be involved in any wrecks right now. And you got a good chance at still being there at the end for that victory.
Got a few people on pit road now. D. Smith. Let's see. The best is on there.
That's a tricky one. That we have 2 people named DeBest. We have DB DeBest, and then we have JCR Greg DeBest.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. We'll call him DB.
I'm not really seeing any incidents. Everybody's driving a little bit better tonight than what you did in stage 1.
Yep. The
4 truck looks like he's going to come to pit. That's more. I really hate seeing that on my screen, right? So the 4 just past the 10 of Sammy Lunatic. And if you know you're going to pass that, or pit that corner, maybe passing them in 1 and 2, just pull off in 3 and 4 may not be the wisest move and be a really good way to make somebody a little upset with you. But no harm, no foul. It did run the 10 up. She caught the wall, but looks like she's gotten it back together and going as Travis Tyson getting ready to pit, or he's missed the corner. Nope, he's pitting. Okay, good.
So we think everybody is pitted now?
No, I haven't seen the leaders pull off. I got 16 and the 40 still out front, nose to tail. Have not seen them on pit road.
13 00 still out there.
Yeah, that's a bold move. We seen last night when people pit the amount of time that you gain as they just went around the 51 who was in third. When you pit,
It was crazy, wasn't it? It was
the
like
4
over
fresh
a second
tires.
and a half.
Yeah, I mean, and it depends on how quickly you pit. Like, if it was just 1 lap earlier, it was, you know, 3/4 of a second to a second. Each lap, you know, you're thinking you're losing 3/4 of a second that you stay out there on old tires. So I'm looking that the 51 is going to be looking really, really good. Now, can the other guys catch them? Of course they can. They're going to have the fresh tires to be able to gain. But that's going to be a huge gap on those guys. Did you ever send Puddin his invite?
Yep. He got a couple of them.
Nukabab
Quite
said
as many
that.
as you sent me.
Nukabab said, my trends show that Nukabab has either sped or wrecked getting onto pit road at Dover in a race. Unfortunately, you are not wrong there.
Or both.
Well, yeah, or both. One, a different thing per stage.
I think the key to success tonight is not speeding, getting on the pit lane.
Hi, bud.
Well, darn.
Okay, good talk. Did we lose him already?
Who, me?
Oh, there he is.
Just a little bit of lag out of you.
Yeah, there was a
Hopefully
mic
it'll
lag,
clear
but
up.
yeah. Robbie, do you have the 51 in the lead?
I can't.
21 is leading. 21.
21 of Sludge is on the lead. No, he's pitting right now, so I think it's going to cycle around to the 51, who just put a lap on the 10, I believe.
Hi, Robbie.
Hello, buddy. How are you?
Alright, you guys can just barely see this, right? But see how the 51's now entering, I believe that to be 3 and 4. That blue and white truck that was just then entering 3 and 4, that's the guy that'll end up in second place. So that's what we were talking about with the pit road differential of when you join and all that good stuff. I mean, that's crazy, the amount of time that 51 joined. What, he pit 3-4 laps before the 16? And then it was another lap or 2 back to the 40. So here's Mike RPM now. He, I believe, is going to be in second once this cycles through. Waiting for verification, of course.
I know, I'm
right,
getting
Nuki.
lost already.
I said, then in the chat, Wi-Fi is still thinking about it. Part of the reason why I cannot actually come out here and whoop y'all's butt.
Also because, whoa, 17, hard wreck. 16 got down below the 17. The 17 was tried giving him room and ended up getting really loose on exit and nosedived into the wall. You don't want to do that. That's not good.
No.
That's bad.
Oh, 17 just wrecked
wow.
again.
On your W the other night.
But
Oh, I said congratulations on your win the other night, there, Gabe.
Thank you, buddy.
no, congratulations. No.
Neville Motorsports, baby.
Nuh-uh. We don't cheer for Gator.
Picking up Canadian awards.
We're still a family.
They have some big new ounce and hopefully not too far away future. Really. But we'll get to that when the ink hits the paper.
What are we talking about?
Yeah, cut out just a little bit at the beginning what you were saying.
Oh yeah, since speaking of people, something. I have a big announcement coming up. Hopefully.
Okay.
But I don't like to think it, so when
Well, you just
the
did.
pen hits
Yep.
the page, y'all.
Hey, Robbie, are you in 4th place?
Yeah.
And Country's in 3rd?
Yeah.
So that pit cycle, like we talked about, if you're able to get down a pit road quicker, you can make up a lot of ground, and that's huge in these stages. As the Bear was up front, we had the 21, the 22, those guys were up there. Now in third is the 98. We were speaking about how he kind of just has to bide his time and make his moves when he needs to, and then Robbie sitting in fourth. Sammy Lunatics a lap down, I believe. D. Smith also, I still believe, to be on the lead lap. It looks like he's in front of the Bear. But the Bear, of course, we'd seen on screen there what happened with him in the 17. Marley just had a bad lap, maybe bad 2 laps. He hit the wall, nose dove the inside wall, and then trying to get back on track. Here comes the Bear, and what?
You've got some good sportsmanship in this league. I come up to Caliber and you just let me go by.
But Caliper knows, though, he's not fast.
Something you don't want to do. Something you don't want to do is name the Bear.
Yeah, you don't want to upset the Bear.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's okay to upset him. You just don't want to poke him. Right? Isn't that the saying?
Yeah,
don't poke the Bear. Yeah, Country's losing a lot of time right now as Sludge now has gotten by him, and DK Brown looking like he's going to catch up to him. However, I believe Caliper was running back in like 8th, 9th, maybe 10th place before the pit cycle. So this is going to be 3rd, 4th.
Right sides, right?
No, I think he pit. I just think he was one of the earlier people to pit, and right. So now he's still sitting in 6th. So from 10th to 6th, that's still a big gain. Robbie, how many laps you got left in this stage?
Oh, it's a big gain still.
Trying to figure out with the upcoming schedule with Michigan, which I really enjoy, and everybody play Chase B. How much I love watching. I really want to actually
5 laps.
Get out here and race with you guys. The GC Racing League has been very incredible. The racing action, some of the finishers have just been. It's been top notch, ain't it, Robbie?
He said yeah.
Yeah, I'm
So,
just fighting somebody else at the minute.
I'm going to watch this battle. This is for the lucky dog between Travis Tyson and the 10. Travis pulled over and let the 10 go. Not a good move, Travis. You have to get by that 10. The 51 is the race leader, coming to 3 to go, I believe. So this is the battle for the lucky dog. The 10 is actually kept with these leaders since she went a lap down earlier. She's still between Mike RPM and JCR. Hi, Hunty.
I was just gonna say hi, Hunter.
Travis Tyson felt a little RPM
I'm
Mike.
watching the race from. I'm watching the race from my phone, so I'm a little bit delayed. So much of it, I really want to get back into the commentator. So
It is hard with that delay because you're about 10 seconds behind us when we see something.
Yeah.
However, if you want to bring up like conversation piece about something that you did see, we're all for it.
He's all for it.
I'm just
Or stay
watching
silent for the
whatever
first
you're
time
watching.
ever.
No, the chances of that. It might snow in Texas in summer before that happens.
Robbie has got a good battle going on here.
Right, should
Got
probably
a
try
DK. Like maybe Sludge in front of him.
Sludge is in front of them in the 21, so Robbie, you're running in 5th? You're in 4th still, right, because Sludge is in 3rd. Pay attention, Kevin. I mean, Aqua Tidy. Are you under 2 to go? There's somebody on pit road.
Oh, Country's going real slow.
Stage is over.
Okay.
Okay, unfortunately here, ladies and gentlemen, this is not okay.
I don't know if Country has made it to the line.
Is that how I feel?
Just
I
got
just saw
there.
my 26. I just saw my 26 truck right there, real quick. Last Saturday at Texas, I was like, beating Dollar Anchor. I was like, I drive truck. He gave me a thumbs up. That made me feel good.
That thumbs up was actually the lady behind you flashing him.
Oh, that was probably true.
All right, top 10 breakdown here. We have Greg the Best, Mike RPM, Sludge, Robbie Racing, DK Brown rounding out your top 5. Portal Guy, that's the 26. Moore, good run for him. The Bear, Mopow D. Smith, and DB to best rounds out your top 10. So Country did not end up with a top 10 out of that.
Yeah, I want to
What I
ask him
don't
after the race
believe.
what happened there.
I don't believe.
All the other cars, trucks passed him.
Robbie's in the
Well, he got all the way up
Hi,
to
Dan Kate.
third at
What's
one
up, man?
point, so I do believe he might have took rights.
That's a bold move, Cotton. I don't know how I feel about Denkate trying to pull the Brad Keselowski and going out there and texting during the race. All right, back under racing here. Stage 2, Mike RPM takes the lead from JCR Greg DeBest, and here comes DK Brown in that ugly 13 truck sitting in third. Portal Guy in the 26 makes his way into fourth as they got around Robbie. I'm not sure, Robbie, did you have to restart on the outside there?
No, I had to let off. Somebody checked up front, so instead of going
I
three
think I
wide,
saw.
Can you not hear, Robbie?
I think I
Pud?
saw just a,
Pud?
yeah, no, I think I just saw a little bit of a lag spike right there. They were like 3 wide. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, can you not hear Robbie?
I mean, unfortunately, yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering. He was talking, and then you started talking after at the end. Yeah, 22.
Trucks around.
DB to best.
The 10's around. Sammy.
Yep. Moore's still around. The 10's still around. There goes somebody. The 17, the 3. Oof.
Can they get it back up speed and not go a lap down? Yeah, that's gonna be tough.
Yeah, DB to best is about to go a lap down right now. Mike RPM catching him. Yeah, but again, it's still early, right? So you can use strategy. If you're maybe one of the first people to pit here, get out in front of the leaders if you can hold fast. DB has had a strong truck all night, running in the top 5 prior to the pit stops last time. So he should be fighting still for the lucky dog. And it looks like he's the only one to go a lap down out of all these guys so far. So Nuke Bob said out there that the texting and driving is his thing. So Denkate, please don't do that anymore. And this is why. Look what happens. Big wreck, 5 trucks.
That was Denkate that did that.
Yeah, Denkate's the one that was trying to text and drive in the chat. YouTubers.
Mike RPM's got himself some, the whole pack behind him, man. He's got that rear view full of some talent. These guys are pretty behind him, man.
Oh no, the 21's around.
Yeah, I just seen another wreck, and it looked like DB was involved in that somehow.
Oh no.
Well, DB was actually on the outside of the 21 when he got around, so the 21 may have caught the apron, possibly?
No, he caught the outside wall. You know, it's finishing line.
Yeah. Yeah, it was that glitch. I got you. Well, that's unfortunate.
That's what I say too when I wreck all the time. I'm like, it's a glitch.
Yeah, but this time it really was a glitch. Top 5, breaking away as we have Mike RPM, JCR, Greg DeBest, DK Brown, Portal Guy, and The Bear, who has yet to be poked, sitting in 5th. He is our other race winner here in the Thursday Custom Truck Series. As you know, we spoke about Country Caliber winning last week, and The Bear won Talladega, so good to see our race winners all out there, even though this is the smallest field we've had at GC Sports with only 15 trucks.
Still a good, decent sized field with 15 people.
Yeah.
I do.
It's nothing like the 22 they had last week, though. Or the, what did we have, 22 last night at Dover?
Yeah, I want to say.
Yeah, which made it really cool. Which made it really cool when Picola wrecked the whole field from like 3rd.
Way to go, buddy.
Yeah.
I'll touch you up.
I started 9th, so it couldn't have been that high.
From like 3rd, he passed like 6-7 people right out the gate and then wrecked them on lap 2.
I mean, strategy.
Also, that never happened, but he did wreck the field. Sludge back up to speed.
I mean, if you saw Picola's gloves, if you saw his driving gloves, those things are so huge. You know, he might accidentally downshift it on accident. So his driving gloves
Those things have been retired.
Oh, I was just saying, because those things look like oven mitts.
Those things are wore out, weren't they?
pretty good little battle here for 6th as Robbie Racing in that 00 is racing against last week's winner, Country Caliber in the 98. Pretty good little battle. Country made a few peaks to the bottom, but to anybody that's raced in this in the customs, if you don't have the position on exit, the truck on the outside can get a good run and hold you off, and that looks to be what keeps happening here. And the 98's getting a little loose on exit whenever he tries to peek down bottom.
Yep. They're still not losing too much time to that lead pack, though, it doesn't look like.
No, it just looks like the other cars are going faster than they are and going further away. I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you.
I think they're close enough.
Yep.
Yep.
Back here, I'm assuming D. Smith was involved in one of those incidents. I haven't actually seen him in one, but he's lost a lot of ground. However, he is still on the lead lap, so he's doing pretty good right now. Right behind him is Sludge, who we did see spin out, so again, I'd assume the 38 involved. Up front, we have a battle for 3rd. The Bear is now in 3rd. He went from 5th to 3rd as he's gotten by DK Brown and Portal Guy. 9 viewers at home. Nuke Bob has already told us he's, or not at home, but on the YouTube. Nuke Bob has already told us he's cheering for D. Smith. Who is everybody else going for? Butters? Somebody other than Travis.
I gotta go with, I don't know why, but this just feels right. Anybody who's got orange on it feels right.
You just said that because I'm riding along with the 26 truck.
That's my truck. Yeah. And everybody knows I love my orange.
So on that 00, is that orange or is that red?
That's orange.
That's orange, alright?
Are you colorblind?
If everybody calls it red one more time, that is orange.
I'm just asking.
It's a nice red truck there, Robbie.
Yeah.
I would assume we're going to be closing in on pit stops here.
Yeah, I did see the 17 earlier, but he's probably off cycle at this point.
I don't know, actually, because he was the one that pit at the end of the stage. So if he's already pit, then there's big issues going on with that 17. And I would say he's ill handling. We'd seen what happened there in stage 1. Slider 9 in-car cam. If you're not doing it, I don't know what to tell you. I was going to say another phrase there, but
I was just going to say,
I don't know if I can say that on air.
Testicular fortitude.
I don't know if you can say that on air.
Testicular fortitude. That is a proper way of saying the other thing.
Oh, okay. Roger that. Yeah, because I was going to say it the other way. Robbie driving in deep on 26 truck. He didn't make pass, but he's trying. As he's actually caught DK Brown and Portal Guy. Robbie is not losing any ground to those leaders, except for right now as he's trying to make moves. These guys look to be holding him up, actually. Who would have thought Robbie has a fast gear?
That's not nice.
I just seen the 40 of the Bear pull over. Not trying to cut you off, Puddin', but nobody could hear what you were saying anyways, Mr. Roboto.
Right.
Hey, look. Travis has got somebody to race. Bad Fast Marley in the 17 back there with the 02 of Travis Tyson.
Got 16 coming down pit road this time.
Sure, the leader comes pit road while I'm not watching the leaders. 40 coming off pit road.
And DB the best coming in.
So, JCR Greg the best. I don't believe he's pulled over in pit yet. We lost Bud. Nope, he had not pulled over in pit yet because he's doing it now. Something a little different than what we'd seen last night. These guys are driving in deep through the corner and then trying to hit the brakes and get onto pit road. Last night we seen everybody kind of enter going into 3. They were already down on the apron.
Right. It's a tough road to get on. Pit road.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, and it's really hard if you're staying on the track, I'd assume, to know where that commitment line is and not miss it.
13 down to pit road.
Yeah, I think when this one cycles out, the 40 of the Bear is going to be a race leader. He seemed to be the first of all the lead lap trucks to pit, and he was in that first pack of 5, so I'm assuming that when this is done, it's going to cycle to him, as he's actually catching the 16 right now. 16 is going to have the fresher tires. Can the 40 get around him?
Right. Nice pit stop. Pit
Yeah,
entry, pit exit there for the 16.
Yeah, the 16 did great. I think he only pit like a lap, maybe 2 laps later. But the fact that
One lap after, yeah.
the fact that the 16 was able to come out in front of the 40, that's a great stop and cycle for Mike RPM there in that 16. So this is your battle for the race lead, but the 16 does have the freshest tires, so he should be able to pull that 40 truck. Should get a little gap there.
Robbie Ray and Country. Robbie on down pit road with Country.
Den Kate almost just took out the bear. He hit the wall, came back down, tried going back up. The bear, evasive maneuver, and he's still going forwards.
Man. Careful, Denkate.
We got 10 viewers. Yeah, he almost poked the bear. We got 10 viewers out there on YouTube. Still, ask the question on who everybody's got other than Nuke Bob. And nobody wants to answer. Nuke Bob, D. Smith is still running on the lead lap, I believe. I don't know how it's going to be after this whole cycle thing here, but he was running pretty good. I didn't see the incident, but clearly he was in one. There's actually, seeing a lot of lag out of D. Smith, actually. I went back to JCR, and D. Smith was lagging all over the place. Looks like it's calmed down. It was just as I got over there. So that might have been just on my end.
Yeah, I didn't see none riding with him.
Me neither.
Travesty coming out of pit road.
Uh-oh. Leader's going to catch him on the backstretch.
All clear.
Oh, boy.
Then Kate coming to pit road. Here's the strategy.
He's already gone a lap down. I'm not sure how I like his strategy. Well, maybe not a lap down. Maybe he was laps ahead of the leaders. Do you have the 16 as leader, Robbie?
21.
Sludge, staying out again. We know this isn't going to pan out for him. He will have the freshest tires at the end, but he was involved in that wreck. So whenever he does come to pit road, this will cycle to somebody else being the leader. Right?
Yep.
Like my logic's there.
Travesty's feeling like the man with them fresh tires, making a move.
He just got a lap back the hard way on Sludge.
There we go.
Butters, yeah, we have Trav on screen right now. We're trying not to focus just on his truck. We don't really want to see what he'll do when we do a focus on him.
We're too scared to keep it on him for too long.
Yeah.
Concrete goes flying. There was a lot of concrete.
Were you here last week when we did the Rev It Up?
Yeah, and it was more
yeah.
like it really wasn't more of a rev it up as it was a kaboom, crash, bang, ouch, that's gonna be.
Yeah, never had one of those happen ever. Like usually when I do the Rev It Up, like it's just a good clean couple laps. And not last week. Last week we got a good clean entrance to the corner and a real bad exit of the corner, and we stopped it.
Yeah.
Here's a little Trav Tyson for you. Let's go right along with him. Got to do what the viewers want at home.
I mean, there was. I mean, we have.
Oh,
seen
he missed the wall.
We've seen commentators curses in the past there, Taddy, but you definitely put the.
Yeah, that one hit the fan.
Yeah, you put the monkey dust on all the travesty last week when you did that.
How about your line there, Puddin', when he, at the end of the race when he was in front of the leaders, you said, take a screenshot and say you're the leader.
I mean, that's what I would have done. Be like, hell yeah, boys, woo!
He actually thought that was the greatest line.
Yep.
You know, the Bear's not falling off. Again, there's only a 1 lap difference
right
on the
there,
tires, but the Bear and Mike RPM. Has it cycled back to the 16 now, Robbie?
Yeah.
And what are you at? Less than 10 to go?
And the Bear and Mike obviously have run
10 to go now.
quite a bit
10 to go.
with each other. So
First time ever. Awkward silence.
well, I'm trying to. I switched. That's why I left for a second.
Oh, I thought you were. trying to think.
Hotspot off the phone, so I don't see how's that working. But I'm watching the race on my phone and hotspot, and I end up doing it.
Well, you sound a whole lot better. Yeah.
Do we know who's in third right now?
Yeah, whoever's behind these two.
Portal guy.
Portal guy,
that's
26.
That's a good run for Portal, huh?
Then DK Brown, he's in 4th. He's trying to see. Then Robbie, you're in 5th. I'm trying to.
your setup obviously is a big deal here, but I mean, this is such a rhythm track and hitting your marks. Like most tracks are, like you gotta hit your marks, but this is really one of those tracks where you gotta really focus in.
I'm interested here because the 4 of Moore is between the bear. Is that him or is that? It's not. Yeah. Okay. So he's
Yep, it is
between
him.
Mike RPM and the bear, and then Portal Guy and DK Brown. However, DB is running between DK Brown and Robbie. Well, I think Robbie just got by him, but I believe that to be the Lucky Dog race.
Yeah, I think so, right? Or is it the 4?
No, the 4. That's what I'm saying. The 4 and the 22 will be the Lucky Dog race. That's where I'm getting at.
Okay.
Remember when the 22 wrecked earlier?
Yep.
I was talking about how he's had a truck to contend with the leaders. He was running the top 5 earlier in stage 1 before the pit cycles, and then this could really hurt his chances at a win here. Clearly, the 4 looking like he's going to get the Lucky Dog.
How many laps we got left there, Robbie?
Should be at 6. Ah.
Man, that's gonna be tough to run him down there. I don't know if you can do that.
Yeah, that's a tough one. And then the leaders are catching the 17 and the 10. Bear making a move to the inside of Mike RPM now. Gets the lead off the exit of turn 2. No, that was turns. Yep, I have no idea. That was the exit of 4, I believe.
So the bear
Good
with the
move,
lap
I mean,
over
good-
tires there.
Yeah, but that's still a great move, no matter what corner it was. Teddy, great move by the bear to be our new leader.
Yeah, I mean, and keep in mind, he's the one running on the older tires. Mike has the newer tires. I mean, only a lap difference, but this shouldn't happen at a track like Dover. The 16 should have pulled away from the 40.
Especially with the way he got off pit road, right?
Yeah, I mean, the 16, I can't believe he had that type of pit cycle. The 40 didn't. I mean, the 16 didn't have to track the 40 down and go back around him. He come out in front of the 40. The 40 went to the outside to make the pass and should have, rightfully so, fallen off, but he never did and was able to stay with the 16 and now was able to make the pass as there should be, what, 2 to go?
Something I just noticed too from the bear and Mike RPM. Look at the injury right there. I think Mike just dropped down a little bit, but they aren't running that exact same line. Bear and that 40 coming down. Not all the way to the apron. Mike RPM staying up off of it just a little bit. I don't know if that has anything to do right there. Again, seeing it, Mike RPM staying a little bit higher in the corners than the Bears. So the Bears shortening the track up a little bit makes it, but you think that little bit of a run, but maybe that's where the Bear has been set up for a run.
Yeah, going into 3 and 4 right now, the 40 truck is your race leader. This is the final corner in stage 2. The 40 of the Bear is going to be your stage 2 winner, followed by Mike RPM.
Looks like DK Brown's going to get 3rd, then Portal Guy and Robbie round out the top 5.
Yep, what Picola said. Yep.
That gives more the free pass, we believe, right?
Yep.
We're assuming.
Lucky dog.
What I mean by yep is, yep, that's what we believe.
Man, that's tough for DB the best.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Man, that stinks. He was involved in that wreck, and it's one of those tricky ones here at GC Sports running in the truck series. There are no cautions, so that stinks for him, but hopefully he can get it back. As your total top 10 rundown is the Bear, Mike RPM, DK Brown, Portal Guy, Robbie Racing, Country Caliper, JCR Greg the Best, Sludge, D Smith, and Sammy Lunatic rounds out the top 10.
Good to see the 10 truck recover in there too. Patience is a virtue if you get wrecked early. Like you said, you can strategize your way back to top 10.
Yeah, what I just seen the 10s on the lead lap, so
How many do we have on the lead lap?
I don't know, I only got the top 10.
Okay.
No. I mean, I'm not watching the stream, I'm getting pictures.
I hear you.
Hold on.
Now is not the time for a selfie, Daddy.
No, I know now. Right, so there was 10 on the lead lap. Moore did get the lucky dog in front of DB DeBest, and so that puts 11 on the lead lap, but of course the 4 truck is going to have to start in the rear.
DB showing a little frustration. Yeah, there's a little frustration in the chats right now.
Oh, there is? Oh yeah, that's right, I shut my notifications off. Yeah, I'm seeing the whole screen lagging again. Are you seeing that this time, Pico? Is that happening on the track, Robbie?
No.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Nah, I had to back out earlier and took one of my other invites, and the lag went away, so maybe that's the same issue. Prior to that, guys, I'm going to blue screen here. Well, I'm going to back out first, and then we're going to blue screen. I'm going to try to join back in.
In the meantime, how is everybody doing out there? England treating you all right, Robbie? Florida doing all right for you there, Gator?
Yeah,
It's hot.
good.
How's Texas, bud?
Blue screening.
Texas has been amazing. I mean, I've been outside, 100
Some odd degrees. Loving it. Had my mullet flying in the wind. Loving life. You know, the only thing I was missing was my American flag man thong.
That's a sight.
No.
That's a sight that I
Kate
never
says
want to
he
see.
Screwed himself. Too much information there, Kate.
Well, what he means is, he in his head he thought he was going to get a top 10, and so he screwed himself up. Here's a positive note for Denkate. No matter what, he's walking out of here with a top 15.
Yeah. Probably his first one in a long time.
Travis Tyson, also guaranteed top 15.
Hey, now Travis Tyson has 2 top 10s.
And he's guaranteed a top 15 tonight.
So that cleared up on my screen on how to do for you.
Yep, clear. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. That's 704 game servers at their best. The Bear still in the lead in the 40, followed by the 16 of Mike RPM. Denkate about to go a lap down on the track. 13 of DK Brown, followed by the 26 of Portal Guy. 51 of Greg the Best. Somebody's behind him. Is that Country Caliber, I believe, behind the 51? Nope. Yeah. Country Caliber 6th. Robbie Racing 7th. Sludge running in 8th. And then there's 3 more people on the track. Or 3 more on the lead lap. Really tough to tell, as there's a pretty big gap from Robbie back to... I don't know who that is. Moore's not moving. He's on pit road. I believe the 4 truck is out.
Oh no! After getting the lucky dog.
Yeah, you know who that's really going to upset? The 22.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna not be a happy team.
So we have Trav and Denkate here about to go a lap down, and we're pretty early in stage 3. Aren't we? Did we miss a wreck or something, you think?
I don't know. I'm trying to find the leaders. The Bear. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
He said he screwed himself, so.
And you said that was a lot of information, and I don't disagree with you, actually.
What happens in Canada stays in Canada.
I like it. And Denkate goes high, lets the leaders go. Hopefully he's able to hold on to that 3 truck. Looking good so far. Top 3 all got by him. Here comes Portal Guy to the inside. And here comes Travis Tyson. We're going to have another one of those photo ops for you, bud. Going to keep it right here on the leader, so if they get around you, you can screenshot that and say you were leading at one point.
Yeah, at least it's not at the end of the race this time, right?
Well, no. I mean, that's actually worse that it's not at the end of the race. That means he's losing a lap way sooner than the end of the race.
Yeah.
Tomato, tomato, right?
Right.
And snap that picture. Oh, and it's over. There's a small window there for you, Travis, to get that picture.
Hey, a window's a window, buddy.
You're not wrong.
Still great racing out there. There. We got a lot of pressure from behind. Stage 3 here at Dover in PC Racing League.
Yeah, I'm interested on how this is going to go, right? So, stage 3, we seen last night again, guys. We talked about this. P. Gator, and, well, Nuka Bob did it too, but only because Nuka Bob was involved in a wreck, right? He immediately went into fuel gear. So, how many of these people that have fallen off do you think are in fuel gear? You know, you got like D. Smith. I haven't seen Sammy Lunatic up there. The guys, drivers that were still in the top 10 that were on the lead lap are not up here battling these guys for positions. Not that they have been most of the night, right? But if you're in the fuel gear and these guys are not in the fuel gear, are you going to be the race winner? I know that the JCR driver, Greg the Best, he's come up to me. He was talking about, hey, is it going to be a fuel race, blah, blah, blah. I was like, hey, I don't know. One person tried it last night, you know, it didn't pan out so well for him. He didn't win. But is somebody else going to make it work tonight?
That was driver skill. That's the reason it didn't work out.
Operator malfunction, right. But, again, so as I told others, you know, good strategy, bad driver, but could it work for somebody with talent? Not a word.
Last night we had Private Patton lag out early. And
No,
then,
fake news. We had Killer Queen lag out early,
That's right. And,
a.k.a. Private Patton.
That goes back to the tomato.
It's your bro Chase. Something happened to him, so that front pack wasn't as together as we have right now, right? Like we got some fast guys still hooked up front. Last time I looked, good check. Well, what's that? There's only 3 of them, right? So I think we got some fuel saving going on, I'd have to say.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm seeing not drastically different, but just enough different lines out of the Bear and Mike's RPM.
Yep. And DK Brown is seeming to be gaining on these two in that 13 truck.
Oh, that lucky 13 truck. Man, that's been a good truck.
I mean, it's not that lucky. Your fuel saving didn't work in it.
First in points.
Are you first in points? Did you end up with the points lead on Wednesdays?
Yep.
I'm gonna have to have a talk with our points guy. Clearly, it's not right.
I wanted to bring that to our point. Bring that to our.
Yeah, but in fairness, on Tuesdays last week, T-Bird was the points leader. How'd that go for him this week?
Thunder Chicken was in the points lead?
Yeah.
Hey,
2 weeks in.
baby.
I was just going to say, a lot of those KMS boys coming out of the woodwork. Where were they last 2 years?
Well, you were running the team.
Oh.
Right, carrying on. The Bear up here in the lead still in the 40. Take it for a second, guys.
Yeah, the Bear running slightly higher line, and that 40 truck, Mike RPM, just coming down just a little bit. Earlier there, again, I know I had a little bit of a delay. Looks like there in the 40 got a little bit loose. Mike right there still trying to hold on. The top 3 have broke away from everybody, Gator. So these guys, I don't know if they're pushing it or if everybody else is starting to say, but they just don't have quite the setup that the top 3 have. But these could shape up to be one barn burner. One of the closest finishes in history that I ever called was back in Giggity Racing. It was 3 wide at the line, and nobody knew who won until the computer told us. So Dover produced great racing.
Man.
Yeah, Pottles won that race, right?
I believe it was Fat Patch. I think Fat Patch and then Pottles.
I'm pretty certain that it's Pottles' one and only win with the Giggity Racing.
You make me want to go back into the archives. But Dover Camping.
You'll have to go elsewhere. It's in a different YouTube.
Yeah.
Yep.
But these guys up here, now the top 2 is starting to break away from that. So they had top 3 have separated themselves. The top 2 really putting on a show here.
We've kind of seen that all night, actually. DK Brown in that 13, he's been able to keep with these guys for the first half of the run. What do they get? 22 laps?
32.
32 laps. He seems to be able to stick around for about 15 to 20 laps with these guys. And then the final 10 to, I'd say 12, but 10 to 15-ish, depending on fuel. And also, if you run too hard, this is one of the few tracks that you don't get the full 32 laps. You'll actually run out short. So, again, anyways, the last 10 to 15 laps of a run looks like is when the 13 falls off just a little bit. He's still got it running really well up there, of course, in the top 3. But he's going to have to find something on pit road to be able to keep up with those two on the short run, or the long run.
And you don't get a big sniff of it, but just a little bit of a draft every now and then. You'll see that little blue gauge pop up, and he's not getting any of that assistance as Mike RPM is getting that off of the barrier.
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I was getting a whole lot of draft from those guys last night. Not to say you're wrong, but you're wrong.
I remember listening to the interview from last night. Flash was saying that he could run with Chase, you know, and then like you said, the last 15 or so laps, he said he felt like he was just a little too tight, pushing on the right side, or right front. So maybe that's what we got going on here with the 13. You know, he can run with him until the tires get wore out.
So you're telling me I was right about something?
Nope, not you.
Don't give him that credit.
I like it. I like it.
Still great race here at Dover.
Robbie, what position are you in?
6th.
It's got to be Sludge in front of you.
Mike's leading. No, it's not slow. It's DB the best. He's sitting 10th.
Oh, okay. They got so similar trucks.
It should be Portal Guy in 5th, or is he in 4th?
He's behind JCR.
Portal guy 4th and Sludge is 5th.
And I think
And we got some
seeing
going down pit road. There we go.
Yep. Okay, I know I'm a little delayed, but I think pit window was open like Caddy was just talking about.
The 40's already coming off of pit road, so we missed that one.
Yep. That would be why he said Mike was the leader. I'm assuming the 40 probably pulled off.
Yep.
I'm interested to
Very
see some of
difficult
these
track
strategies.
to get on and off of pit lane here too.
Greg
ride.
still out there.
I want to ride along with the 51. I know he was one of the drivers that spoke to me about some fuel saving. He actually publicly announced it in the chat on Facebook also. So he said he was going to be out there doing the fuel saving. And we have yet to see him on pit road.
50 laps, didn't he?
He's on pit road now. Yeah, but he also said he was going to be having 28-second lap time. So Mike RPM also on pit road.
Further than they did.
No, like you spoke about last night, you really need to be able to get about 34 to 35 laps at least in order to be able to make it.
36 is the number, actually, yeah.
Yep.
Country looks like he's coming in now, maybe. Or is just
As we all know, Country loves to be called Daddy.
Robbie's still out there.
DB, yeah, he's on down there. So, Robbie, you're the race leader right now?
What does Robbie have up his sleeve?
He's got a special gear named after himself. Gonna ride along with him and see how this goes, see how many laps you can go. Figuring everybody else probably went about 31 laps. I know at Dover, I personally, whenever the fuel light comes on, I like to pit that lap, simply because, again, this is one of the only tracks in the game that you don't get the full time. When it says 1, some point during that, you're going to run out of fuel, so you can't actually let it fall to 0 or you'll be sputtering by that time.
Unless you have the same gear like I do.
Right, and clearly like Robbie does. Yep.
Yep.
Now, again, the only way this type of strategy works is Robbie's coming to pit road now. So I'm going to try to find the 40, who should definitely be the leader with that short pit that he had. Huge lead. Huge lead for that 40. Right, so the only way the strategy is going to work out for Robbie is if he can save the fuel in pit one time less than these guys. Now, the reason this is so huge at a track like Dover, when you go to pit road, this is not one of those tracks that's 45 to 50 seconds long or, 30, 40 seconds. This is a 23, 24 second lap time track. So the amount of time that you're on pit road, you actually lose 2 laps instead of just 1. So even if Robbie gives up 1 lap worth of race time to the guys that are, you know, full speed the whole race, the 40, Robbie can give up 1 lap and still end up winning the race. So this could play huge for that 00 truck.
Yep. Last night when I came out of the pits after the first pit stop, that was my goal, was to stay on the lead lap. And I think it was somewhere around 20 seconds is where I was able to keep it before they pit for their second time.
Yep.
So he's going to have to stay in front of the leader here.
Magician's giving his seat.
Yeah, you know, and that's easier said than done, what you just said. He's going to have to stay in front of the leader. Now, the positive is you have the fresh tires.
Yep.
The negative is you're not trying to go as fast as you can with those fresh tires, because if you do, you're going to burn the fuel.
Yep.
Also on the screen, guys, you can see Travis Tyson right there battling hard with the Bear. The Bear is the race leader. Can Travis Tyson get around the 40 truck? That would not be for the lead because Travis is laps down, but can he get around him?
Nope.
Now, Robbie, you just passed Country there. Was that for position?
No.
Are you on the lead lap,
What
Robbie?
happened to Country?
Yeah.
That can't be good. Travis Tyson looking low on the Bear. The Bear gives way, lets him go. Travis Tyson having the fresher tires, having pitted later than the 40 truck. Travis Tyson getting a lap back the hard way from the Bear.
Man, take a picture of that one, Trav.
Yep. And now he goes a lap down again to the Bear.
Pinch him down, Trav.
He's fighting hard. Now, I mean, respectfully, you know, Travis is racing him hard, but he's not pinching him or doing none of that. So respect
No,
there to
he's
Travis.
But he's making the Bear wear his car out, though, or his truck out.
He's got a story to tell tonight.
Yeah. Thank God I'm not going to be in that chat. So
He
DK
does
Brown.
not blow chats up. I don't know who said that.
No, I meant the voice chat that you guys will all be together with. DK Brown, he's riding along in 3rd. JCR Greg the Best, I believe, to be in 4th. Yeah, as we see DK Brown right in front of him. So it doesn't seem to be the 51s on that fuel strategy. Mike RPM, he's in 2nd. Big wreck. The Bear and Bad Fast Marley.
No.
Oh,
wow.
somebody just took the Bear.
And new leader, the 13 of DK Brown. New 2nd place, the 51 of JCR Greg the Best.
I think one of them is lagging because that thing just came right back around. Somebody's lagging.
I think the 17's the lagger. I'm seeing the 17 lag on my screen.
I had just seen the 17 come down pit road, so he had the freshest tires.
Yep. I'm riding along with the 17 and I'm seeing twitching.
So I saw him flip upside down on the backstretch and then go flying by everybody. Ooh, somebody broke the Bear.
Yes, they did.
I don't want to put my paw in that home pot.
So, Robbie, how are you running compared to the Bear? How far away is he from you? Or how far behind are you, I should say?
Half a lap.
Looking good so far.
Why do foreign people do that? Half a lap. Okay, good talk. Like, it's half a lap. Why you gotta be like half? Right?
I picture him with his pinky up in the air when he says
Yeah,
that was
with T in his left hand, crumpet in his right hand, pinky up on both.
Wow, double pinky.
Yeah. Alright, I'm seeing the lag seems to have gone away on the 17 truck. Obviously, he was able to pull away from all those leaders. One of them, his lag must have wrecked him. That or, I mean, I didn't see it. With how he had pit, he may have come up on track too soon. The 40 may have gotten loose on exit. They may have made contact on the exit of pit road. I don't have an answer for you. But I know that that's really going to hurt the 40. Oh, now the 51. Bad lag. Yep, bad lag out of the 51 now. He's on my screen, and what you guys just seen, he went through the 16 truck.
Alright guys, well, I'm gonna jump off to here. I got some stuff I gotta get taken care of. So I'm with Cameo tonight. Again, thanks for always having me. Appreciate it.
Thanks for jumping in, man.
Congrats on your win last night.
He didn't.
I didn't win last
He didn't
night.
win. Congrats on being really short on winning,
Yeah.
but saving the fuel.
I got a
Robbie.
podium, though, so I'll take the congratulations. Thank you, buddy.
Doing a quick check here on Robbie Racing. He's the one that was saving the fuel. We know he's saving. He got by Country. You were talking about, I wonder what happened to Country. He's lapped down clearly, but is Country in the same mindset of save fuel?
That's what I was wondering. That's why I asked, you know. What was that for position? We have 2 fuel savers there. That wreck there, though, that's going to be huge for Robbie, you know. Kind of how last night it affected me in the opposite way.
Well,
That's going to help him stay on that lead lap like he needs to.
I don't know, because, right, so the 16 was the leader prior to those pit stops. He ran him out, and then the 40 short pit, right? So the 16 is actually the truck that's on that cycle of what you had to deal with last night of, who was it at the time? Flash 9 last night, who got the win, right? And so Flash was running his tank dry and then pitting. That's what the 16 did, right? So that's the time frame that Robbie really had to keep ahead of the whole time. Bear had short pit. That's why he was at such big lead.
Okay, I see.
Again,
They-
guys,
they
thanks
got
for
through
having
there
me up
pretty
here.
good.
I appreciate you guys for all of that. Anytime I can get up here, cannot wait to be on the wheel. Robbie, take care. Gator, stay in touch. Daddy, love what you're doing over here, man.
Thanks, bud.
I almost came up to Oklahoma this weekend. They got a big old motorcycle race right down the road from me, but I couldn't make it up.
Up at Remington Park, yeah. I go up there, right on the horse racing tracks where they're doing that.
Yep,
that
that's
bike race.
exactly where the race is. So, so thanks to everybody again. Can't wait to be back up in the booth full time. Cannot wait to get behind the wheel of a car again or truck full time. And it will happen sooner or later. I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to put some other stuff. So
Yeah, to the viewers at home, if you haven't seen bad racing before, wait until Puddin gets on track. Hey, actually, that reminds me, you know what the difference is between like the final couple seasons of Giggity when people started saying the racing was bad, and then Cringe when people were complaining about the racing, and then now here at GC Sports? Puddin raced all those bad seasons with the end of those other leagues, but he has yet to be on track in GC Sports.
Yep.
Or commentate Chris people.
You're gonna make me want to go down to the truck stop and hook up.
Yeah, I mean, I was hoping that one of these days you would try to prove me wrong.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. You guys are doing a great job. I'm going to continue watching the stream, but I got to go get some stuff taken care of. To everybody else out there, be safe. Take care of yourself.
Puddin out. Drop the mic.
See ya,
Bye.
bud. And the 40 is down pit road again. Short pitting again.
See, this is where I'm interested. So I know that he was in that wreck, right? And he lost a lot of time there, but he gained so much time when he short pit that is it going to work out again in his favor? However, the 16 is also on pit road.
I was going to say, do you think that he would have kept that gap that he had? Or do you think they would have caught him?
I think they would have caught him, but I don't think they would have got right to his bumper. I think he still would have had a couple seconds and then, keep short pitting like that. The only people that could have hurt that strategy, to me, would have been a fuel saver. But now, the 16 on the same pitting with the 40, well, one lap later, the 16 should have the advantage. But can the 40, we seen it earlier in stage, stage 2, where if he comes out just behind the 16, he's got the truck that a lap later he can still make the move and get the win.
Yep. The 51's still staying out. He's kind of in the middle here. I don't know how that's going to work out for him. Was he in that pack?
Who?
The 51, was he able to catch up with the 40
He was
and
the
16?
Yes,
13?
when the wreck happened, the 51 is the one that went around with the 13 to the outside and became second place.
So in the long run, he might be the best one in that group if he can stay with them, because he'll have the freshest tires for the last stint there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but 51's staying out now. The 51's been having lag issues. The 17's been having lag issues. I wonder if the 51's not trying to get off cycle simply to separate himself from those other drivers. Robbie, how many laps are we looking at remaining?
46.
46 laps remaining. So everybody that has already pit is going to have to pit again. And in order for Robbie's strategy of fuel saving, he's going to have to stay out about 10 more laps minimum to be able to make it to the end. And Piccolo, you were talking about if that strategy would work for the 51. The 40 and the 16 have both passed him now. Now, we spoke about the 40 doing that one lap earlier, right? Look at the gap between the 16 and the 40 right now. Not a big gap, but one lap later, oh, the 3 just wrecked. Dancake Spawn trying to get on pit road. Yeah. But so the Bear pit one lap earlier. When he pit one lap later, no, earlier he was able to stay with the 16 and then get around him. This time he pit one lap earlier and has a gap between him and the 16.
Yep. He looks to be just a little bit stronger than the 16, at least at the beginning of the run. 16 seems to always catch him. So
I haven't seen this gap in this predicament before yet. The 16 has gained ground, but I haven't seen him outright catch from seconds back. You know, when he comes out in there within a second of each other, yeah, they get right nose to tail. But I haven't seen him really get nose to tail after a couple second gap. But it does look like he and the 26 are gaining.
Man, that is a good run from the 26 tonight.
Yeah, Portal guy, he's pretty
personally, but man,
he's
up there with the Pro League guys.
Yeah, he's fairly new to. I mean, me personally, I haven't really seen him a whole lot, but he did join at the end of Cringe, and he's been here ever since. So, I mean, when I was running over there with him, he had good, strong runs. So the guy's got speed.
Definitely, you can see it. He's pushing the 16. Would you work together with him right now, or would you try to pass him?
If you're the 26?
Yeah, he looks faster.
Well, you're gaining ground. The only issue with working with this, the only issue with the working with the 16 is then when you do get to the 40, you brought somebody else into the mix, so now you got to pass 2 at once and hope nothing happens. And, you know what I mean? If you can get by him now, gap the 16, then you get to the 40 and you can deal with him just one-on-one. But it never hurts to make friends.
And what about that 51? Where'd he end up? I don't even see him, so he's pretty far off.
He is right now coming off of, I believe that to be 2, going into turn 3 right now.
So he's ahead of DK?
Well, 51 hasn't pit, so he would be the race leader.
He still hasn't pit?
I mean, I don't think so. I haven't seen him pit. I don't know. Robbie, are you the race leader, or you got somebody else leading?
I'm the race leader at the minute, but I'm going to be pitting this time by.
Okay, so the 51 has pit. Robbie said he's pitting this time by with the 40 of the Bear right on him. I don't know. How many laps you got left? Was that 36 to go?
38.
38 to go. So they're coming to 37. Robbie's going to have to stretch it an extra lap.
He's going to have to stretch it, but he's sitting in a better position than I was last night.
Well, on the positive, right? If you run out of fuel and you're a lap ahead of the field, you got a whole lap being out of fuel. 2 laps, really, because they got to get their lap back, and then they have to come back around and pass you for position.
Yeah. Well, he's going to definitely be a lap down here when he comes out.
Right, no, I meant after they do their pit cycle.
Right.
He should end up being a lap ahead, is where I was going at.
If it's a whole lap, that's way better than I was, because I only had a 15-second lead when I come out, and I had to run 36 laps.
Oh, gotcha. So, battle for what should be the race lead. 3-truck battle between the 40, the 16, and the 26. And when you know it, there's that 22 truck, but unfortunately, he's a lap down. He would be, if we had cautions, the lucky dog at this point. And actually, I spoke with Moore, actually, and he did back out. He was thinking because he got the lucky dog, he tried backing out so that the 22 would get the lucky dog.
Oh, no.
Yeah, unfortunately, I guess he didn't understand that once the stage ends, if you're the lucky dog, you're the lucky dog, whether you're still in the race or not. Yeah. I don't understand the reasoning there. I feel like if I got the lucky dog, I'd be racing to gain all the positions I could, but to each their own. Dedicate up and out of the way. Country Caliber gaining on all 4 of these trucks up front.
I wonder where he's sitting. What happened to him?
He's right behind those guys, remember? See him?
Yeah, but he was going to be on that same strategy with
Robbie.
Robbie.
And he may be, and that may be how he caught these guys, is he may have fresh tires. Robbie, where'd you come out, and are you on the lead lap? No, you're not on the lead lap. I see you back there behind these guys. Good talk, Robbie.
I'm currently 1 lap down, sitting 7th.
7th place is
How far
lap
away
down.
are they? Are they like a half a track away?
No, I can see them. I'm watching these guys. They're about half a straightaway ahead of him.
Oh, man, he's sitting in the catbird seat.
Is Country in front of you in position? Is he in 6th?
No, Portal guy is.
Oh, Portal Guy's the first one to lap down. Oh, I thought he was in 3rd.
Yeah.
So it must be
That's still a
DK
good
Brown
run,
still in 3rd. Yeah, it's still a good run. 6th place. You can't be mad about that.
So we got a bunch of people to let down.
Well, yeah, only the top 5 are on the lead lap, which should be going through the field here. We have the Bear. DK Brown should be on the lead lap. Greg the Best. Mike RPM. That's 4. And then I'm assuming Sludge is the other one sitting back there behind DK Brown a little ways. And he had his issues in stage 2, or stage 1, I believe, and was able to stay on the lead lap. And here he is in 5th. The final truck on the lead lap at this point. But again, if the fuel strategy comes into play, that could all change.
They're all just single file, like they know they better run some fast laps.
Thank you, Denko.
Yeah, we're kind of at that point right now. You've laid your bed, right? So if you got to pit again, what's the point of getting racy right now? You kind of just, you're playing into the pits. If you're not somebody that has to pit again, what's the point of passing somebody you know that you're already good to go to the end?
Right. Robbie has caught him, man.
Actually, if you're one of the guys that's trying to make it to the end, you don't want to pass anybody. You actually want to get up as close as you can to somebody and just follow them so that you can use their draft to save your fuel even more than what you already were.
Right. If he's got a gear like mine was, he's going to need to save an extra lap than what he already was saving. So this will definitely help that. He's almost there.
Yeah, really, man, Country must have wrecked or something. I don't understand. Or, actually, you know what Country could have done was a pit road penalty.
Yep.
That cost you about a lap here, 15 seconds on a 23-second track. We may have done figured it out.
So that must put DB racing Portal right there for a position, then, right?
Yeah, I would assume those guys are racing. No.
I wonder.
No, it can't be.
That
Can't be, because Robbie said he's racing for 7th, or Robbie said he's in 7th, and he said Portal Guy was in 6th, and DB's between them.
Okay.
Right? So DB must be a second lap down. Yeah. But
All
that
these
could
different
put
strategies, it gets confusing.
the 22 and the 98 racing for position.
I think that's probably true.
Trying to do our best here, guys. No ticker. Robbie Racing trying to work his way around him. Portal guy, ooh, gets a little loose on exit. Robbie loses a lot of time. I'm surprised to see Robbie making moves up here. 16 on pit road now. He's short pit the 40.
How many laps do we have to go there, Robbie, when you get a chance?
25.
That's a bold move. 25 to go. He's going to pit, but towards the end, he's going to be... I mean, he'll get a huge lead by staying out. But at the end of the run, when these other guys pit and have 4 fresh tires, he's going to be a sitting duck, running almost a second slower than these guys. I say that because I was thinking about that strategy last night, right? So when you're still hitting your decently lap times, just as you start falling off, you know, a tenth or 2/10, pit then and don't ever have that fall off period. But that's just going to make your fall off period the end of the race, where these guys can then pit and do low fuel.
Man, Robbie, he's flying. If he's still safe and doing that, that's crazy.
16 is off pit road. Robbie just went around him. I would believe Robbie to have a lap on the 16. And Robbie, are you the race leader?
No.
Is the 13 or 51 or 21? No, Portal. 21 of Sludge. Oh yeah, that's right. Portal guy's the position in front of Robbie. Duh. Sludge has been stretching his tank out pretty good too. Not quite as far as Robbie, but he's been stretching it out. Did I say Portal guy? I meant Sludge. If I said Sludge, alright, then I said the right name. Sorry, thinking is not really my strong suit. Thanks, bud.
No problem. That's what I'm here for.
Also, guys, to any of the viewers at home, I want to remind you, thanks for tuning in to the GATOR Mile, aka the Monster Mile, but here it's the GATOR Mile. Luckily for these drivers, they didn't have a Gator out there to deal with.
26 comes to pit road.
Sludge is still out there. Should be coming up on 20 to go.
Yeah.
Really? My math was right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, but you're a lap down, right? So technically there would only be 19 to go.
Robbie's not a lap down.
Oh yeah, when the other leaders pit, he was ahead of Sludge. You're right. Roger that. That again goes into that fuel strategy. Sludge was on the lead lap, but if this works out for Robbie, when Sludge does come to pit road, Robbie would be 2 laps ahead of Sludge.
So the Bear got his lap back in 16, right? I want to say.
Yep.
Yeah.
So now that where they are to Robbie, I would believe is the race, right, for the win. Can they run him down?
I mean, it's really going to vary because, right, say there's only like 10 laps to go, right? What if, not just throwing out strategy. Sorry, Robbie, if you feel like I'm messing up your game plan, but Sludge is still on the track, right? When Sludge pits, what if he doesn't do 4 tires? What if he just tops off with fuel? Or he goes down and does 2 tire stop instead of, you know what I mean, where he's not on pit road nearly as long. But with Robbie being on the lead lap, I guess even going down pit road would still cost Sludge a lap.
Still too long.
Yep.
So Sludge is down pit road.
He's on pit road now?
Yep.
The Bear is ahead of the 16 of Mike RPM. They're coming out of 4. I don't see Robbie on the screen.
Coming out of 4. Here, let me get the Robbie.
Here, I'll go back to the Bear. I'll tell you when they're coming. They're coming out of 2 now, I believe.
Robbie just crossed the start finish line.
Yeah, they're already coming out of 2, so they're already about a third of the track ahead of Robbie. Travis Tyson has lagged out. 38's got having some bad lag right now. The 40 and the 16 both looking like they're going to be able to get around him, however. Ooh, 38 catches the apron. 16 is able to get around him. Dan Cade on pit road. Travis Tyson sitting there. Ooh, he may have backed. When Travis backed out after qualify, he may have backed out because he got the #1 pit stall. That may have been a game plan for him. The 40 is in the center. Well, he's entering 3 now.
They're in 1 and 2.
So half track difference.
Coming on the backstretch right now.
With about 15 to go.
Okay, in a sec. 12 to go.
12 to go. I don't know if they're going to have enough time. If Robbie's able to make that extra lap, it's a race winning move.
He's got a car or a truck in front of him that he's saving off of, so.
But he had to go a 37th lap. And because he had to pit when he did, he never made it 36 on the other 2 parts of this.
Looks like 17 moving out of the way. Now he's got to try to do this on his own. Gonna be that much harder.
Yeah, this is interesting. I'm interested to see how this works out. And there's not much left.
Really on pit road, D.
D was the one lagging, so he might have pulled on pit road just to kind of get out of the way type deal. Should have about 9 or 10 laps to go.
Robbie is on the back stretch now.
With nobody in front of him.
That's 16. No, hadn't caught him yet, so it's the 40s race to catch Robbie.
I'm trying to get over to the 40s. Bears entering 1. I don't even see Robbie on the screen.
They're entering 1 right now.
And Bears just coming out of 4. With 8 to go, 8 laps maybe. I just seen the 17, I believe, on the Bears. Nope, that was DK Brown actually. I wonder if DK Brown's in front of the 40. We know.
So.
Well, we know that DK was on the lead lap. We were watching the 40 and the 16, maybe the 13 pit early. Remember the 13 was in 3rd before the pit cycles, and now he's ways in front of the 40. Maybe he short pit even further.
Maybe. Come on, 13.
Robbie would know who's in 2nd.
Top 5. Me, the Bear, Mike RPM, Sludge, and JCR.
DK's a lap down.
DK's at least in 6th the lap down, yeah. And that was not Marley that I'd seen when I was following the Bear. That was Den Kate. He's catching D Smith and somebody else, so...
Yeah, Marley's over here with Robbie.
Yeah, they should be at 5 laps to go or less, so... I'm thinking this is Robbie's race. JCR just got his lap back.
Right now.
Yeah, whoops, I'd switched over. I was with.
Oh, you're good, man. Sorry.
I was with Robbie. Yeah. Tell me when Robbie crosses the line again.
Crossing start finish now.
Bears coming off 4. He was kind of in the middle of 3 and 4 when you said he crossed, but he's entering one right now. There can only be 4 or 5 laps left at most. I don't think anybody's going to get to Robbie. I think this is Robbie's
Riding
race.
with the bear, and I can't see Robbie.
No, I couldn't see him. That's what I was getting at. Robbie's crossing the line right now. Oh, wrong stretch. He was not crossing. Yeah, that was the right stretch. Harley's racing Robbie pretty hard, though.
Running out of fuel.
00 out of fuel. Is this the last lap?
Yeah.
Last lap coming off 4. Robbie's going to be your race winner with no fuel left in the tank.
Okay, guys, I'll be back in a moment.
That's not how this works. Robbie, I need you to get the pictures.
Dude, you do 100% race, you do need a bathroom break.
Robbie, just get the pictures and then you can take bathroom break. I know the feeling because I normally do the pictures. I got the pictures. No, those aren't going to work. I need official pictures.
Yeah, I'm doing.
I'm going to get the official results there. Alright, the official results all the way through the 15 drivers. We had Robbie racing the Bear, Mike RPM Sludge, Greg the Best, DK Brown, Portal Guy, Bad Fast Marley, DB the Best, Mo Power, D Smith with a top 10. Good run for him. Country Caliber ended up 3 laps down. Denkate, Travis Tyson, Sammy Lunatic, and more. Fastest lap goes to JCR. With a 23.3. Alright, so
Lap. Faster than doggies.
try to get the Robbie's gone, so we can't do an interview with him right now. I don't think these guys are going to be too happy with the fuel saving strategy.
No? You don't think so?
But that makes it an interesting take on what we're about to hear.
There were 4 seconds back the bear was, and that one wreck, man, I wonder if that cost him, you know?
Yeah, I'm glad you say that. I'm interested to see what happened there. Alright. I invited them. If you could let me know when they join.
Alright. The bear has joined.
Alright. Alright, the bear. Wait, was that Mike?
Mike has joined also.
Let's start with Mike first. 16 truck. All right, Mike RPM, podium finish there, finishing third. First off, you got your voice sets always allowed?
Yeah, I got you, man.
All right, so unfortunately, it come down to a fuel strategy. I'm sure that you're not the biggest fan of that. You had one of the top 2 trucks all night long, riding behind the bear there and in front of the bear as well. How'd the truck feel, and overall, how was racing?
Yeah, the truck was pretty fast. A little bit tight. Thought I was second best truck in there. Bear just seemed to be a little bit quicker than me. I think it was a matter of just maybe a gear change or something like that. But overall, it was pretty good. I think we might have had Robbie if we didn't get crashed down the backstretch halfway through that last run. I don't know what some of those lap guys were doing. I think I passed the 3 truck about 15 times. But yeah, it was a pretty good race other than that.
That's interesting you bring that up, because that's kind of what I had just asked Taddy right after the race, was I wonder if they felt that wreck cost y'all catching Robbie.
Yeah, it did. It cost us about 7 seconds, and I think Robbie won by about 4.5, 5 seconds. So Had that wreck not happen, I think I don't know. It would have been really interesting the last couple laps for sure. But I mean, I'm not gonna criticize Fuel's strategy. That's a tall task for Robbie to do that. So congrats, Robbie. That was it's not easy to do. A lot of patience for sure.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Robbie was running top five prior in the race, but yeah, definitely there in stage 3 knew he was going to need some fuel, so he kicked it down a notch. But yeah, Mike, you ran really good, and that's unfortunate what happened there. I believe it was the 17 and the 40 that got into each other. We seen the accident, and then I believe DK Brown and the JCR Greg the Best, they got around you, became the top 2, and then you guys kind of had to start short pitting to be able to get back out front. So all in all, though, good run, Mike, and where are we at next week? Chicago. Expect to see a fast number 16 truck next week at Chicago.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one, folks.
Thanks, man.
Good run, man.
Over to the Bear. Same thing, your voice set to always loud?
The what now?
Is your voice set to always loud? Always share?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Second place finish. You seem to have the truck to beat all night long, and probably the same thing as Mike. Without that incident that happened, I don't think anybody would have beaten you. What happened there, first off?
17 was just being an idiot, just out in the middle of the racetrack, wandering around, not watching what he's doing, and cost me and Mike a shot at the win. But it's just the way it goes. And congratulations to Robbie. He played a heck of a strategy there, and we did everything we could. I did everything I could to get back to him. I mean, when I came out of the pits in the last run, I was 17 seconds behind him, and I got it down to 4 seconds in 20 laps. So that's all I could do. Sometimes, the old cliche is fast cars don't always win. So we'll go again next week, and we'll bring another piece. And the truck was immaculate all night. I mean, I could do whatever I wanted to do. I sped going into pit road at stage 1, and I restarted 8th, and I was back in the top 3 in 2 laps. I mean that. A lot of things need to be addressed. I believe a lot of etiquette out there today that wasn't up to my liking per se, but it's something that we'll work on. And folks need to use their mirrors better next time. That's all I got to say about it, really.
Yeah, there's definitely a few things to be addressed there. So one part of the race that we were really interested on up here in the broadcast, you pit, I believe it was stage 2, you got the stage 2 win. You pit a lap before Mike in the 16, and he come out just in front of you. And for every other truck that we had seen, if you pit before the truck, when they come out with the 4 fresh tires, they just pull away. That was not the case. You were able to stay on his bumper, and in the final 5 laps of the stage, you were actually able to get around him and get the stage 2 victory. For that, I say congrats. And did you know you had that strong of a truck, or did that kind of show you just how strong your truck really was?
Oh yeah, I mean, you know how Dover is here with the lead truck. After about 10 or 15 laps of pushing it, the right front gets hot and it wants to push. And I knew that, I was a disadvantage on tires, so I thought it'd be best just to hang on behind him a couple of car lengths back and just let my truck roll to the center instead of pushing it down in there trying to get to him, and just let it come to me. And once it did, he got a little tight, and I slipped up underneath him and just kind of eased on by him. And I knew going into this race that I had a good truck. I've had this truck in my stable for a long time, and I've always known what it was capable of doing. I just, we displayed it tonight. I'm happy with what happened. I mean, we start the season off. We've competed in 2 races so far, and we won one and finished second in the other ones. We're all smiles on this side. So.
Yeah, good run, man. And again, you missed last week because of the showcase. Of course, you still got the points, and then your only other race here, you got to win. So finishing second here tonight, you're still sitting pretty in the points. So congratulations, and on to Chicago.
You betcha. Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you.
Good run.
All right, Picola, go ahead and take this one with Robbie.
Well, Robbie, I really don't even know where to begin, man. You had such a good run tonight. I don't even know if that wreck would have caused them to catch you or not, Like, I still think you had the strategy. But how do you feel about it, man? You think that wreck is what gave you the win?
Yeah, I think the wreck is probably one of the things, that has given me the win. I've seen the reason I picked Mike and the Bear as my picks to win is because I know they know multiple strategies here. They can win on raw speed, they can win on a 2-stop, and they also know how to win doing a 3-stop, because I've seen in some broadcasters that they've won races that way. But congratulations to them getting second and third. But I am convinced that if that wreck didn't happen, then maybe it would have been a different result tonight. But I would have brought home a top 5 regardless, and that was my aim. So, yeah.
Yeah, man. I think that was a great strategy. And that was a good pick, too, on Mike and the Bear, because they were definitely the top 2 tonight.
Oh, dude, they were so fast. And I need to apologise to the Bear, really, because I think we were going around turn 2 and I might have squeezed his nose a little bit. But apologies for that. But great race. They are really, really quick. There's a lot of fast guys here, and I do enjoy racing here. And I'm looking forward to next week.
Yeah, talk about how great the guys are here, man. That's got to make the victory even that much sweeter, right?
Yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah, Robbie, it's kind of funny that you say, right, so the Caliber drivers, you're saying how great and talented they are, but now you're one of 3 drivers that started in series that had 24 drivers week 1 at Talladega, 22 last week, even without the Pro League guys there, or the Showdown drivers there. And, small field this week, it's a tough track being Dover. Some people may not have had a setup line in, but you're one of 3 drivers to win in this Thursday night series, so that's definitely something to hold your head high about and be very proud of. As you mentioned, that the caliber of drivers here is remarkable. Great job. You finally got that 0-0 win. I told you pre-race that I needed you to do it, and you done it because, well, I'm never going to, so thank you for that.
no worries. You're welcome.
All right, guys. Congratulations to Robbie. Congratulations to the Bear, Mike RPM, the whole top 3. All the drivers out there. That was a tough one. There was a few drivers that had a really bad handling truck. A few people that lagged out early. But all in all, the racing wasn't too bad. To me, my take was probably the biggest issue was the lag on the track. They were speaking of the 17 being in the middle of the track, but he's one of the few that I'd seen with the lag. The 38 I'd seen lag out of, the 51. So hopefully this is all corrected by next week at Chicago. Pico, any final thoughts?
Nope, man, you covered it. Great run, Robbie. Congratulations.
All right, so quick weekend recap. We had the sliders at Richmond. 2 new winners there. No, Picola won one of those races, but that was your first slider win, right?
Nope. Second.
Oh, you didn't win. That's right. You finished second. No, that was last night. You finished second. You did win Richmond. Yeah.
Yep.
And then Patton dominated on Tuesday after switching. Last night, you did not get the job done.
No, I did not.
Flash 9 takes home the victory, and then tonight Robbie Racing. Tomorrow tune in at 8 o'clock Eastern as the iRacing series is on and ready to go there, so tune in definitely. And from here on the console side, we'll see you on Monday.
See y'all.